Hello everyone, it's Winona. I'm working on my faith journal today and thought I'd bring you along and see what I'm doing. It's going to be another little bit of this and a little bit of that video. So let's see where we're at in everyday gratitude. Today's is from Helen Keller. It says, although the world is full of suffering, it is also full of overcoming it. If ever there was a person to say that, hey? Who has inspired me by overcoming adversity? Yeah, I know it's all how we look at it. Oh, I better not put it there because I'll need my scoreboard today. Okay, so in the last video, we made the cover for this, and I've been kind of dividing stuff into two signatures here. And I think, yeah, this was the first signature, and I'm just slowly putting them together, and this is the second one, and this is going to go somewhere in the second one. So I haven't committed to what's in there, and I know I want to add some more stuff to these signatures. And one of the things I want to add is some wallpaper. This is from a wallpaper sample book that I have in my closet. So, oh, I'm kind of in pain. I want to cut this. I don't want this to be the full height of an 8.5 by 11 inch page. So I don't want it to be 8.5 inches. I want to add some variety to my pages. So I'm just going to slide this in here. And I think I'm going to, well, first of all, try to get it straight. And I think, I'm thinking 6 inches is it, because that's kind of where I'm going to have to straighten that after. So let's see if this cutter will even go through this. Oh yeah. Okay, so this can get put away for another journal. Set it to the side. So this is 6 inches, and you know what? Let's just fold this in half. And what is it when you fold it in half? It's about 9. Yeah, so it's not going to be quite a full page in the journal, which is fine. So we will cut this then, kind of right down the middle there. One for each signature. So I'll put my cutter away and get my bone folder. Whew. Couldn't remember what that was called. And I'll just fold it in half. And fold it in half. And I think I should have thought of this beforehand, but I think before I add this to my journal, mind you, that's a cool page. I'm not gonna, I was thinking I was gonna stencil it, but look at the texture on the inside of that page. So I think I'm gonna leave that. So we'll just wrap one for now around this signature, and then we'll wrap this one around this signature. I don't know how long today's video will be. We'll just kind of play for a while while I go through what I have in my basket here. So then I had a couple of envelopes that I thought I would like to have in my journal. I'm not sure if they'll go in the signature or on a page. And these are my porch prints. Pretty much most of what is in this journal is my porch prints. Now, here's a little tip. this score pal has little marks for you to line up, but they don't go all the way up or down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a marker and I'm going to color in that whole line. And that's at the 9-inch, at the 6-inch, and at the 3-inch. And it doesn't really matter where it is. One thing I don't care about this scoreboard is it isn't open on the side. So if I need to position something like here, it has to hang above it, where the Martha Stewart one, I believe, is open on the side. But the reason I did that is because I want to score from here to here. And when I go to line this up on my board, I have no way of knowing if this line I'm starting on is going to be that line at the end. I could easily have this skewed a little bit and think I'm going to score straight, and then it's off. So this gives me a chance to line up the bottom with the top. And I'm not pressing too hard because this isn't very heavy paper. Just enough to give me a little bit of a room. And then I could easily enough, I could go right like this and use my lines, which I very might do for this next score. But I find it easier to take a flat edge and line that flat edge up on the top, even if you're using the lines that you've made, that you've drawn. So now we've got that scored. Oh, we need to score here as well. Now, yeah. Yes, and I'm going to want to do something on the inside there because I don't want that to stay white. So this is where these lines are just invaluable that we've drawn, because now I know if I start there, I'm going to end up drawing down that same line. Okay. Everyone says you turn valleys into mountains and mountains into valleys, which is kind of true, but the reality is it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter, because I could decide later I'm going to turn this way, and it just as easily folds that way. So we'll fold that. And this is not going back into the signatures in that journal yet, because I know I want to do something with this top. And I don't, if I put it in the journal, it'll get in there before I remember I need to decorate it. So I'm just going to put it back in my basket for now. And this is another piece that's going to be the same, that I'm going to have to do that. See, this is where I don't like this. Well, I guess I can go from this side. If I was going from the other side, it hangs over. So we'll score there. And I feel bad. Actually, a little miff too. In an effort to grow my channel, see here how if I want to line it up here, this is lifting up to the top, lifting up over it. But anyway, in order to grow my channel, I was trying to post videos and put them on different YouTube groups. And I just got frustrated because every time I did, I broke someone's rules. Now, I understand they have rules, and I understand that, you know, they're promoting their own products. Well, of course, I thoroughly understand that. But I'm trying to also start a business and grow my Etsy store and grow my channel at the same time. I'm using someone's products primarily in my videos. I'm endorsing their products, but I cannot post my videos on their Facebook group because I have a link to my Etsy store and I sell digitals. So it's kind of a bit frustrating, and I know I could just say, okay, I won't put my links on those videos, but what if that's the video that sends someone to one of my to my Etsy store? So I did this in August and I haven't done a thing with it since. I started a Facebook group called Dairy Barn Art. I haven't even invited my friends to it yet. I have not done a thing with this Facebook group. But my idea of this Facebook group is for fellow crafters and artists. I have a lot of friends that do different crafts and no specific kind of craft. Just what you do and you want to share it, perhaps. Maybe you need a little bit of an encouragement, so you want to share it and show people what you're making. Maybe you want to sell your products and you need an audience to show that to. I don't care what the reason is, as long as you are kind and you treat each other with respect, and if you feel the need to make a rude comment, remember what our mom taught us when we were little: if you can't say something nice, don't say anything at all, and refrain from that, because it can be very hurtful. You may think that you're helping and being constructive, but once things get put into print, it's up to the person who's reading it to interpret it. And if that person is at a low point in their life, it could really hurt them. So anyway, if you're interested, and this, I never meant to talk about this just came up now, but if you're interested, go check out Dairy Barn Art on Facebook and join the group. If you want to promote what you're making, fine. I'm fine with that. If you just want to share what you're making, fine. If you know someone else that maybe does some kind of art or craft, or makes things that they would like to showcase, let them know and let them get in on it too. I don't want to have rules that if you do this and this, you can't post and that, because I know myself with my chemo brain, I read one rule and by the time I get to the next, I've forgotten the first. So I really struggle remembering all these rules. And I also feel like, so what? This world is a big place. So what if you have an Etsy store and you want to post that and show people that like your product, that you're using your product, their product, like, I don't know. Anyway, so that's it for that. So anyway, these are going back. We're going to have to decorate them. Then in my basket, I have my porch prints again. I have these pages, and these are beautiful, and for the life of me, I can't remember what the digital is called, but just go to her store, her Etsy shop, and you'll find them. But these are going to go in my signature, and this is out of cardstock, a lightweight cardstock, and this is just printer paper. And what I'm going to do is I folded this in half so I know where the page folds, and my actually I should fix that up a bit. My cutter kind of ate that a bit. And today I was like, do I use that cutter? It might chew up my paper. Well, for goodness sakes, Winona, just go in and change the blade. So I did. It's just like your sewing machine needles, hey? Or rotary cutter needles. So now I need to line this up. Oops. Might be easier to mark this than actually try to score it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pencil. I've kind of lined this up with the page underneath. And I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to do a tick mark where that page fold is, and a tick mark where that page fold is, and close my eyes and hold my mouth just right and pray that I hit the right spot. So again, that's my line. And then I'll turn this and line that line up with it. And my camera's doing funny things I can see on my screen. So we'll just score that. And then I'll erase those lines. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to pause the video here. I'll be back in a flash. Okay, so I looked these up while I was gone, and these are called either floral insert cutouts or butterfly insert cutouts. I bought both of them. So then when we sew this in the signature, this will get sewn in, and this page will kind of pop out then. And it could be in the center, but it could also be on the side as well. So that's ready to go. So I'll put that in with my, I'll just put it to the side for now while we work on this one. So this one goes right here. And there is some wiggle room. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. And then there. My mom is coming out. I want to paint my cupboards. I've been wanting to do that for years. Bought the paint years ago, and so she's coming out to help me. The biggest obstacle is doing the insides. Once the insides are done, I'll be fine. But it's getting everything out of the cupboards and washing them down really well. And then, okay, I need to remember something when I do this. I hope I did this right. Yeah. See my butterflies? Well, that kind of looks like the right way. And I believe that's good. Okay. So anyway, she's going to come out and help me get all that stuff done, and then I can go on to the outsides of them. Except I'm really struggling with my back. I'm beginning to wonder if I maybe have a kidney infection. Okay, so we will put these. We'll just, for now, we'll just put one in each signature because those are ready to go in. Oopsie. Okay. Then I guess I can put my scoreboard away. I have these pages here. Oh, I just found something else that I want in here. I have these little cards that I got. They're vintage, so I'll put one of those with each signature as well. See, this is how your journal grows, and we haven't even done any embellishing yet. Okay, so I watched a video, and I believe it's Stephanie from My Porch Prints. She did these flip pockets, and I thought it would be cool. So I printed out some of the purple. Oh, that's not one of them. So I guess I'm using them all. So I need to cut out all of these. And I probably could have done this off camera, but again, this is what I'm doing today. Because you know the next few days I'll be painting cupboards. But oh, it's going to be so nice when it's all done. I live in an old farmhouse, and the cupboards are the old cupboards that were in the house, probably when it was built in the 40s. But they've been covered with a thin sheet of oak, and they look pretty, but the finish is coming off, the varnish, and the nails weren't set in, so the nails keep popping out. And so I bought paint a long time ago to paint them, the bottoms sage green and the tops cream. So I need to get going on with that project. And then from my aunt's furniture store, I got tiles. So then we'll redo the black backsplash with the tiles. And just get my house fixed up. Probably in time for us to retire and sell it, but still. At least it'll feel like we're getting somewhere. And painting those insides is, for me, is the hardest part. And I don't know if it was oil or is latex oil? Well, oil or water base. This isn't straight here. So I have to prime them. There we go. I guess I'll be inking up these edges. I don't want these, I want these pockets to be flip pockets. I just thought that was such a great idea rather than just putting them in as glued on pockets. So I wonder if sometimes my printer pulls my paper out unevenly. Now remember what we did the other day? You can definitely use this piece of paper and make some tags with it. And just use some of your inks to brighten it up and make your own paper. And now I've totally lost track of time because I paused the video. Oh well, that's life. Okay. I haven't even decided how I'm doing the cover on this journal yet. How I'm going to decorate it. I have a lot of lace. I thought I probably will. My last two journals I did, I embroidered with my embroidery machine, and I had thought of doing a verse because I do have some verses from the Bible in embroidery files, but I think I might just have a pretty picture of a lady, and I've got lace. I think I'll just do some layering. Okay, I'm doing a set of these pockets for each signature, but I need a front and a back. That's why I need to cut out all 4 sets. And I will save my inking for after I cut, because chances are I didn't cut very well. I think I'll use, these were in one of the kits too that I bought and printed out. So I think I'll use those pockets in the journal as well. I just don't know where. So get rid of the trash and keep the good stuff, because you know I'm going to be doing something with that. Why my chair has had it. Okay, so and those are 3, and those are 3, and those are 3. So I think I'll put these together and these together. So I need to make a hinge because I want to put my hinge on the inside. So what do I have in my scraps of paper, which I can't even get to right now? I'll grab a piece of coffee dyed paper. Here we go. I just need a few strips, probably about 1 inch, and I'll score them at 1/2 inch. Ooh, I don't think that was 1 inch. But let's see if that's enough for us. And I'll fold them in half. I want these to be hinges to attach them to the pages. And I don't know what pages I'm attaching them to yet, so but we can get them ready for that part. Okay. So this piece is this size. Oh, these flies. I have never had flies this bad in my house before. I almost wish it would just get cold and be done with it. Okay. So what I'm going to do, let's grab a punch. Oh boy, I have piles. Not the medical kind. I think that's too big. Oh yeah. Is that the right size? Yeah, close enough. But I think I'm going to glue them together before I punch them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my hinge and I'm going to, yikes, that was not supposed to happen. I don't know why my art glitter glue is so runny. And I definitely don't want it to run. Oh, there's my wipe. Okay, I'm gluing my hinge on the inside. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to glue these together on 3 sides. Oh, I just remembered something. Good thing I remembered it before I started gluing these hinges on. Okay. And I'm definitely going to have to ink up my edges because I do have white showing. And now I'll clip this while they're both together. I got my hand in there. Oh, I think I'm my own worst enemy. Okay, so this will go on the page like that. Now, which one's next? Should have paid more attention. Okay, so this and this go together. So I put my hinge on this side. I want my hinge on this side this time. we'll take this. And we'll just cut it down. And then oh, flies. I think I killed like 50 flies yesterday. If I've ever told you, I'm directionally challenged. I struggle with stripes and things. Let's get that closer to the edge. Well, and then this goes this way, and this doesn't really matter. So again, we're going to glue on 3 sides. Okay, we'll glue this together. I guess if it doesn't matter what side is what. So when I put this on the page, this will flip this way, then this will open and flip this way, and then the last one will flip on this side. Oh, I can't imagine being a poor kid in school. So this goes this way. Yeah, it has to go so it sticks out, right? I mean, I was just thinking back when my children were little, my son, when he was in grade 2, my son had attention deficit disorder. And it wasn't a whole lot known about that back then. He definitely wasn't hyperactive. But his grade 2 teacher would send a weekly report home. And it started out so well. He was doing so well. And then as the weeks went on, it got worse and worse. And I said to him one day, like, what's wrong? And he says, all those flies. How do you expect me to concentrate with all those flies? And now I'm beginning to understand exactly how he felt. Because he would have gone to school in the 90s, and we had some years like this year in the 90s with the weather. So maybe there were flies then. Okay, so anyway, this is going to go on a page, like so. This is going to have to go up higher maybe. And then these are pockets that'll hold tags, and this will flip open this way. And then once you have that, this one will flip open this way, and this one will flip open this way. So all I have to do is ink them up, and then I can put them ready to go into a signature when I decide what pages to put them on. And I guess you could do them so they all flip the same way too, if you want to. It's totally up to you, but I think now, I think I did. Oh, for goodness sakes, Winona. Yeah, I did. So these are going to flip all the same way because when I glued them, I glued it wrong. But that's okay. They'll all flip this way in one signature, and let's hope I can get the other signature right. But I think I'm going to leave it there because these flies are, I can't take it any longer. These flies are hurting me. They're the kind that just nip at you. So anyway, we'll continue on with this journal in the next video. I wish you lots of luck and happiness until we meet again. Take care, my friends. Bye-bye.